Joining us. Congrats on the win tonight. We'll go ahead and open it up to any questions. Corey, go ahead.
Cam, first of all, for you, when it comes to being able to start out there, you've had over these last several games, it's been you and Darion starting in that backcourt. What has it meant to you to have another freshman to be able to kind of share that backcourt with whenever you're starting out these games?
It means a lot since Coach have a lot of trust for me and Darion to start the game, and we're a young backcourt, but we're not young anymore. We're kind of towards the end of the season, so we're trying to play like upperclassmen. But it means a lot. Me and him try to build off one another and pick each other up while we're out there.
And what does he add from not just a guard perspective, but just an athleticism perspective, being able to use his height to play in transition, but also rebound the ball as well as he did tonight too?
Yeah, Saquon's really tall. It's kind of crazy. When I first got here, I didn't think he was that tall until I stood beside him. And when we out, you could tell he's extremely tall. But he uses well. He's got long arms. He's really bouncy. He's extremely fast. I don't know if y'all can notice, but when he get the ball, he flies down the court. So he's extremely fast. So I feel he uses all his tools to a good advantage.
Thanks, Cam.
James.
Yeah, Cam, defensively tonight for you guys, how important was winning the three-point line? Obviously, I think they made one more than you, but you guys shot a better percentage.
It was a big emphasis coming into the game. Coach Keith stressed that a lot during practice and shoot around that. They live and die by the three, and when they play good, they shoot 43% from the field, and when they lose games, they shoot 30%. So we try to limit them to a lot of contested shots and making sure they shoot under 30%. But if they wasn't shooting any threes, we felt we can guard them one-on-one because they didn't want to get to the paint, but they just wanted to live and die by the three.
And is it, just a follow-up, is it tough at times? This is a team that really wants to drive and kick. You got caught kind of sagging a little bit at times. Is that just kind of tough, making sure you stay out and stick?
I feel it's kind of tough because they knew on our weak side, we like to tag the roll man. So they kind of the skips was wide open. So just try your hardest to get out there with a contested hand. That's what Coach emphasizes when we close out with a contested hand, have our hands high up and run them off the line.
Thanks.
Justin?
Cam, earlier in February, you guys were having turnover problems, but the last 3 games you've had less than 10 turnovers in each game, and obviously you've been a big part of that as the point guard. What do you think has made the difference in terms of you guys just taking care of the basketball in games? Was there something in practice that was done, or is it just more of a mentality type of thing?
I can say both, kind of a mentality and making sure we take care of the ball. When we were losing, we were giving up around 18, 19 turnovers a game. So when you give up that's more possessions for the opposing team to score, and they get up more shots. So whenever we limit our turnovers, it gives us an advantage for us also. So we just tried our hardest not to turn the ball over, keep it under 10 a game. And since we've been doing that, we've been winning a lot.
Was there anything in practice, though, that may have made a difference, or was there something that you guys adjusted in practice that worked?
Well, I'd say a lot of running from turnovers, a lot of running. So, we turn the ball over, we don't want to run a lot. So that's probably one of the biggest things that we want to do. And in practice, he'd put tallies over for turnovers. And sometimes if you have one turnover, you might have to run 2 or 3 suicides. So I feel that played a big role in us limiting our turnovers.
Fair enough. Thank you.
JB?
You say JB or Gibby?
You go ahead.
Okay. All right. Hey, Cam, congrats on the win. I just want to know from your perspective, what was it about Coach Keats that maybe he switched up? What did he change to get you guys on the roll that you guys have been on? 5-game winning streak, injuries galore, COVID, all that or whatever. What did he change during this winning streak to help you guys have the momentum you have now?
I feel it's him giving us confidence and him emphasizing that we're all on one team and stay the course and stay together throughout everything. A lot of people outside of our group, come and talk negative on us, but he put a lot of emphasis on us just being together and staying solid as one unit and just being able to keep our confidence really high when we was really low. We had a lot of lows during the losing streaks, but once we got that one win, I felt we built on that and our confidence got way higher, and now we're just on a win streak. We're just playing really good basketball.
Andrew?
Cam, do you feel like the Duke loss was kind of a turning point for you guys in this season, or what are kind of some of the ways that things have changed since that game?
I could say the Duke loss, and actually I feel like when Devin went down was kind of a turning point. We tried to find our identity, and it took us a couple games because, Devin was a really, really big key for us, and he was our leader and our vocal leader and everything. So once that happened and we had a couple games, we were kind of in like a little slump trying to find ourselves. And then after the Duke loss, like the next day in practice really came in and dialed in, like we don't want to lose anymore. We got to lock in because we still got our hopes of like making a deep run in the ACC tournament and trying to get in the NCAA tournament and finishing out the season strong. So I feel like once that Duke game, we had a lot of turnovers. We played bad, but we let it go. And then we just went to the next game and just played really strong.
Rob?
The past few weeks when you guys have had your winning streak, Cam, has that kind of created a new normal within this season where you guys are now, okay, we're confident, we go into these games, we expect to win? Is there a difference between now and maybe January? And how rewarding is it to know that you're probably going to finish the ACC with a winning record?
Yes, it's really confident. It's a lot of confidence for us now since we're on a win streak. When we was kind of losing at the beginning, end of like January, we're kind of getting down on each other, kind of like being kind of selfish a little bit. But once we got on the win streak, we all like balled in and made sure that we stayed the course and stayed focused to reach our ultimate goal. And that was just coming out with a winning record and finish the season strong.
Gibson?
Yeah, Cam, being a North Carolina kid, I'm sure you grew up watching the ACC tournament, dreaming about playing it, and now you guys are playing your best basketball heading into it. I mean, how cool is that for a North Carolina guy to be, heading into the ACC, his first ACC tournament, playing the way you guys are?
It's really cool, actually, since, the ACC tournament is in Greensboro. So when I was young, I used to go and, like, watch the games a lot. And just me being able to be in the ACC team and being able to play in the ACC tournament is going to mean a lot to me. So it's actually kind of crazy, I'm smiling really hard because, like, it's kind of like a dream come true for me. And I'm just living my dream right now.
Justin?
Cam, Coach Keith says he didn't talk to you guys before the game about the Virginia Tech game being canceled this weekend, but he said he knows you guys all have phones. And is that something that you guys knew about before the game? Was it something you guys talked about as a team? And if it was, do you think it maybe added a little extra motivation knowing that this could be your last regular season game tonight?
Yeah, a lot of us knew about it. Social media is really a big platform. We're teenagers, so we're definitely going to be on our phones and on social media. But we just wanted to go out with a bang, regardless if it was tonight or it was on Saturday. But we just wanted to focus on tonight's game. And then since we don't have a game Saturday, I feel like we finish the season strong. Since if it's not a possibility, we don't have a game, this will be our last game. But I feel like we finished the season strong.
Thanks.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Cam.